Today, I wanted to bring you along for a quick tour of my tiny little sketchbook. Well, it's not actually a sketchbook, it's a small journal I bought to jot down my ideas, thoughts, and notes whenever something popped into my head. But somehow I ended up doodling in it and slowly turned into this mix of scribbles, sketches, and completely random things. Let's get into the video. Oh, by the way, I'm Sarah. I'm an artist. I mostly work on children books, personal commissions, and any project that needs cute and adorable illustrations. There is something about the first page of a sketchbook. It always feels like it has to be something nice. So, I ended up drawing this colorful doodle with my favorite quote on it. And then I left the sketchbook untouched for almost 6 months. At that time, when I finally came back to the sketchbook, I was kind of interested in learning about birds and animals. So I thought maybe I could use the sketchbook for that, to study their anatomy and practice them. Even though I had other sketchbooks, I grabbed this one because somehow this tiny old sketchbook felt more safer to me. I think it's because the sketchbook was not new anymore. It felt like a space where it was okay to scribble, to experiment, and mess up without worrying too much about making it look perfect. I think that's the whole purpose of having any sketchbook, a place where it's okay to be messy, curious, and to make mistakes. You can see I did a lot of dinosaur studies here. I remember around this time I was reading Harry Potter and had this little craze about dragons and magical creatures. So I thought, why not try drawing dragons? But instead of jumping right into it, I wanted to start with the basics. So, dragons are not real. Then, what's the closest thing to dragons? And dinosaurs are the first thing that came to my mind, and I began studying them. As I kept drawing, I started noticing all the similarities between dinos and the dragons I imagined. And by the end of all these studies, I actually ended up creating an illustration inspired by these sketches. It was just a little idea that popped up while working on the sketchbook, but it was so fun to see it all come together as a finished piece. I went back to drawing birds again for a while, playing around with different kind of birds this time. And I was not too rigid about sticking to this particular theme either. Some days I just wanted to draw some human characters. It's something I have always loved and felt more familiar with. So, in between all these experimenting, I'd slip in a few human faces here and there, just to keep myself grounded. And some days I just pick up my sketchbook and draw whatever that came to my mind. You already know I was reading Harry Potter at that time, so there's no wonder I drew the main characters of the story. And then the main characters of my story, me and my husband, well, boyfriend back then. And that's how this tiny little sketchbook got all filled up and turned into one of my favorite sketchbooks. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here and watch this tiny tour of my sketchbook. If you have a sketchbook lying around, this is your sign to open it and scribble something silly, or start a new page and create something for yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.